What's up, guys? What's up, chat? We got our stream going right now. Hold up, I gotta edit the settings, stream settings. Where's the? All right, do we got anyone watching the stream? Right. We got any viewers right now? Type in the chat if you're watching right now. Some people say this clutch is one of the best in Fortnite history. Let's see it. All right, so this is a 1v3 in a tournament game. We knock one kid. Get this finish on that kid. Runs out to the side. Gets nothing there. This kid jumps out the top. We crack him. Some people say this clutch is one of the best in Fortnite history. Let's see it. Alright, so this is a 1v3 in a tournament game. We knock one kid.
Do Fortnite players actually spend their V-Bucks
Some
on
people say
kicks?
this clutch
Because you
is
might
one of the
remember
best
when
in
they
Fortnite
first came out,
history.
the
Let's see
price
it.
and the fact you can't even see
Alright,
them
so
in
this is a
game made a lot
1v3
of fans
in a
upset.
tournament
But I
game. We
think
knock
people
one
still
kid.
bought them just to mess around. But now it's months later. We've seen so many different kicks, which would have costed tens of thousands of V-Bucks. And to find out how many players are buying these, I loaded into a game where instantly I found a bunch of. Because you might remember when they first came out, the price and the fact you can't even see them in game made a lot of fans upset. But I think people still bought them just to mess around. But now it's months later. We've seen so many different kicks, which have costed tens of thousands of V-Bucks. And to find out how many players are buying these, I loaded into a game where instantly I found a bunch of. Because you might remember when they first came out, the price and the fact you can't even see them in game made a lot of fans upset. But I think people still bought them just to mess around. But now it's months later. We've seen so.
Who's watching the stream? There's 2 viewers on the stream. Hold up.
If you have less than 1,000 subscribers and your channel feels a little bit stuck, this video is going to explain exactly why. I'm going to break down YouTube growth into 3 clear stages, and I'll show you exactly what you should be doing in each one, so you can stop guessing and finally start growing properly. Let's get into it. So the very first phase of growth is, of course, the 0 to 100 subscriber range. Now, not long ago, I actually ran a poll asking all of you how many subscribers you guys had, and 53% of you fell into this category. So this section will be really important to most of you. Now, look, guys, this phase is not about blowing up or seeing big numbers, which is where most people go wrong. It's actually entirely about just putting the right pieces in place early, so when growth does start to happen down the line, it has something solid to build on. So if your channel has fewer than 100 subscribers, YouTube basically knows absolutely nothing about you. It doesn't know who your content is for, or who enjoys it, or who you are, or even where your channel actually even belongs on the platform.
Fortnite Chapter 7 has 3 hidden mythic items that literally nobody knows about yet because they have the strangest methods of looting. The first is the mythic Iron Pump Shotgun, and this can be found at Ripped Tides. As you'll notice, there is a barbell loaded here with 515 kilos, and if you start to pick this up, you'll realize it'll take 2 minutes. However, there's a 33% chance that you will be granted the mythic pump. You can speed this up by picking up some of these stakes which are around in the POI. Now, there are 6 total, but you only really need to pick up 3, and this will reduce the time down to around 10 to 20 seconds. Now, the next is the mythic pistol. Now, this has by far the strangest looting method of all time. This one was so odd, it took me and Knockin' from Assyrian like 4 hours to figure out what was going on. If you come to this waterfall at some time between 8 and 9 p.m. in-game, not in real life, you'll see there is a gold glow to it. And if you jump
You're about to upload a YouTube video you worked so hard on. You want it to reach as many people as possible, but just hitting upload isn't enough. With just a few key settings and tweaks, you can transform an ordinary upload into one that gets recommended to thousands more people. In this video, I'll guide you step by step on how to upload your YouTube video just like successful creators do. By the end, you'll know exactly what each setting means and how to use it to get the best results. Just make sure to upload from a desktop, not mobile, so you'll have access to advanced settings not available in the mobile app. On YouTube, start by clicking the camera icon with the plus sign and selecting Upload Video. Choose your file or drag and drop your video to begin uploading. When it's uploading, let's customize the details and fully optimize it for views. I'll use this video I uploaded a few months ago as an example throughout this video. It has over 700,000 views and demonstrates every technique we're going to discuss. The first thing to set up is the title. A YouTube title should grab attention, be relevant to the content, include important keywords, and create curiosity to make viewers want to click. Titling videos is an art, and there are many techniques and principles involved, but my biggest tip is to keep it short. Titles over 70 characters will get cut off, meaning viewers will miss
makes my for real. Oh, yo, it's tough, isn't it? I have 2,601 views on one short that me and Wyatt made yesterday. That's a darkness population potential. It is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Aw, dang it. It's a darkness. Yeah. I only have 4 subscribers, though. It's sad, isn't it? No. Just my mom and dad. And then 2 random people. Bro, wait, can I join your all's party? Okay. I don't care about your Fortnite
Oh my god! Oh my goodness, she's committed to the playground. Right?
I didn't know I left. I didn't try to leave. Bro, I just
Oh,
have...
that's horrible. Bro, you sound like you just suffered a nuke with that mic.
Oh, it's because my AirPod is inside of my head.
Take it off.
I'm gonna, bro. I didn't try to leave.
It was.
Oh,
that's horrible. Bro, you sound like you just suffered a nuke with that mic.
Oh, it's because my AirPod is inside.
Take it off.
I'm gonna, bro. Wait, are you guys in the Fortnite voice chat?
No. It was. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, it's because my AirPod is inside.
Take it off.
I'm gonna, bro. Wait, are you guys in the Fortnite voice chat? Oh, heck no.
It was.
Won 18 times as bad as lost 18 times.
Hey, I've won a couple times though.
It's 0.
Take it off. I have wins.
Wait, are you guys in the Fortnite?
time. He got me 5 times.
Oh, it said 0 wins.
Won 18 times as bad as lost
Everett,
18
I'm
times.
lagging.
I'm so proud of you.
It's 0.
I am. I have the down arrow.
Are you guys in
The yellow one. He got me 5 times.
Oh, it said 0 wins.
Won 18 times as bad as
Everett,
18
I'm
times.
lagging.
I'm so proud of you.
I am. I have the down arrow. The yellow one. He's got me 5 times.
Bro, you really win. It said 0 wins. Well, I'm about to get beamed out of the sky. These are the wings of victory.
Everett, I'm lagging.
Not the wingsuit, bro.
I am. I have the down
Everything
arrow.
that I-
You got him. The yellow one. Like destroy.
I know, the hitbox gets bigger when it said 0 wins. Well, I'm about to get beamed out of the sky. These are the wings.
Well, I kept good aim.
Wingsuit, bro.
Oh crap! You have the penis shotgun?
Everything that I-
You got him. Like destroy.
I know, the hitbox gets bigger when it says 0 wins. Well, I'm about to get beamed out of the sky. These are the wings.
Well, I kept good aim.
Yeah, Clifton has 6 wins. Oh, he had the.
You have the penis shotgun? What do you want me to do when it goes 0.1 per second? And he has
I
the
know.
spamming. It goes like 128 each shot.
Well, I'm about to give you that. Birdie, you should watch the stream. I'm streaming on. Oh, he had the.
You have the penis shotgun? What do you want me to do when it goes 0.1 per second? And he has the spamming. It goes like 128 each shot.
Birdie, you should watch up my Fortnite name, but then he had
You have the penis shotgun?
just search up my and then underscore F.
128 each shot.
Birdie, you should watch up my Fortnite name, but then priceless with a 1 underscore FB. And then underscore FB. Birdie, you should watch up my Fortnite name, but then priceless with a 1 underscore FB. YouTube. Underscore FB. Yeah, I keep doing that. It like doesn't pop up.
No, I missed my shotgun shot.
But then priceless with a 1. YouTube. Yeah, I keep doing that. It like doesn't pop up.
No, I missed my shotgun shot.
Yeah, there's 50 times plus on my brother. Dude, Feel Brain Rot admin abuse is about to start. Yeah, I keep doing that. It like doesn't pop up.
No, I missed my shotgun.
I don't know what. I don't know why.
Wait, Ben, are you logged into an
Feel
account?
Brain Rot admin abuse is about to start.
Oh, you are? Hold up. Let me.
Yeah, I keep doing that. It like doesn't pop up.
He said you don't leave.
I don't know what. I don't know why. I'll send it to the boys.
Wait, Ben, are you logged into an
Feel
account?
Brain Rot admin abuse is about to start.
Oh, you are? Hold up. Let me.
Yeah, I keep doing that. It like
Hold
up.
He said you don't leave.
I don't know what. I don't know why. I'll send it to the boys.
Wait, Ben, are you logged into an
Feel
account?
Brain Rot admin.
Bro,
Hold up. Let me.
why do you get the best shotgun in the game?
Wait,
Wait, Ben, are you logged into an account?
Bro.
Why do you get the best shotgun in the game?
Yeah, are you on it?
There's 2 watching right now, it says. Wait. Are you gonna sub to the channel?
Why do you get the best shotgun in the game?
Yeah, are you on it?
There's 2 watching right now, it says.
It's called Unranked Unreal.
Yep.
Are you
Sure
gonna
is.
sub to the channel?
Why do you get the best shotgun in the game? I'm watching you.
Yeah, are you on it?
There's 2 watching right now, it says.
It's called Unranked Unreal. Eric,
Yep.
put a
Sure is.
webcam of your keyboard and mouse.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm watching you.
Hold up.
Shift.
It's called Unranked Unreal.
I can only show
Eric,
the
put a
keyboard. Sure is.
webcam of your keyboard and mouse.
Okay. Alright, you should be able to see it now. I can only show the. Alright, you should be able to see it now. I can only show the. Alright, you should be able to see it now.
Bro, since when did you get a grappler?
You should be able to see it now. Why is it all my.
Bro, since when did you get a grappler?
I know.
Oh yeah, great.
I don't know what
Since when did you get a grappler?
I know.
Oh yeah, great.
I don't know what
Since when did you get a grappler?
I know.
Oh yeah, great.
I don't know what
Since when did you get a grappler?
I know.
Oh yeah, great.
All of the
I know.
Alright, I have to go. Yeah. Oh yeah, great.
Man, I get. I know.
Alright, I have to
You're
go.
watching the stream though, right?
Yeah.
Man, I get.
Alright, I have to
You're
go.
watching the stream though, right?
Yeah.
Man, I get.
Alright, I have to
You're
go.
watching the stream though, right?
Yeah.
Man, I get.
Alright, I have to
You're
go.
watching. Still late, so. Bro, look how many views I have on my short. So yeah, on my stream. Bro, look how many views I have on my short. You gotta look at my channel. I don't know why, like, it won't pop up on my video. So yeah, on my stream. Bro, look how many views I have on my You gotta look at my channel. I don't know why, like, it won't pop up on my video. Yeah, I'm a editor. Oh, you can actually edit.
Okay. I like. Yeah, but did you see the short that says why? This is why people quit Fortnite. The person like cranking on me, that's Wyatt.
Check the comments though. Check what someone said about Wyatt. Yeah. Exactly. I was like, he's not using simple edit, and then he said that Wyatt looked fun.
I analyzed over 5,500 YouTube shorts across 34 different niches to try and decode the algorithm and figure out the best way to go viral. And I want to show you what I found. So here's how it all happened. So the other day I was scrolling through Twitter, procrastinating as usual, and I came across this tweet from Paddy Galley. Now Paddy is a YouTube expert who's generated billions of views with a B and worked with huge creators, including Lord Jimmy. And basically, Paddy's tweet broke down a massive study that he and his partner did to decode the YouTube Shorts algorithm. And despite the fact that most YouTube analytics studies make most people feel a little bit like an Edvard Munch painting, but the findings in this study are actually so profound that it got a huge amount of views, and even Elon Musk did a celebratory live stream in 144p just in its honor. All jokes aside though, this study is actually a real thing, so today I want to deep dive and expand on it, so by the end of this video you'll have everything you need to know to start making viral shorts that get you more subscribers, make you more money, and get you lots of girlfriends. So a quick note though, even though this video is probably titled or introed something like I analyzed 3.3 billion YouTube shorts to crack the algorithm, I want to make it very clear that all the credit and insights for this study are 100% with Paddy and his team. I didn't have anything to do with it. I just needed a clickable YouTube title, so please don't sue me, Paddy. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get into this because this is fascinating stuff. Now this study had 5 massive findings that will help you get more views with your shorts. Before we can get into those, you need to actually understand a little bit about how the YouTube Shorts algorithm actually works. And the best way to understand this is from the perspective of a viewer. So if you're a viewer opening up YouTube Shorts for the first time ever, what YouTube's going to do, because it has no data on you, is it's going to send you random, general, popular shorts. And it's going to measure which ones you engage with, so which ones you watch, which ones you like and comment on, and it's going to gradually start to build up a profile on what type of content you like. Then once it has an idea of what kind of content you like, it's going to explore that niche for the best shorts in it, and we'll talk more about what best means in a second, and it's going to try and feed you those shorts, because those shorts are going to be more likely to keep you on the YouTube platform for as long as possible, binging your life away, which makes YouTube money. So let's say, for example, whenever YouTube happens to show you a cricket short, you really engage with that short. You watch it all the way to the end, you like it, you comment on it. The algorithm's going to take notice of that, and eventually it's going to be like, hey, let's search our YouTube library for other videos of shit sports and send them to this person and see if they also engage with them. So you'll find yourself getting more cricket shorts, you might get some badminton in there, maybe some baseball, you know, the real like lowest of the low. But as we mentioned previously, there are probably a lot of cricket shorts and baseball shorts and badminton shorts, so how does YouTube know which ones to serve to you? So it's going to find the best shorts in those categories and give those ones to you first, because those ones are going to be the most likely to keep you on the platform. And this is where we can start to get into what best actually means. Because if we take a step back from this example and put ourselves back in the shoes of the creator, your job is to have your shorts be perceived by the algorithm as the best, because that means that your shorts are going to be the ones that are most likely to be pushed to viewers first, which means you'll get the lion's share of the views, subscribers, and all that good stuff. But instead of me just telling you what the best is, I actually want to show you some data on this. So here is a spreadsheet full of YouTube Shorts data from real YouTube Shorts. And if some of you are watching this right now wondering how you can get a spreadsheet of data like this, is you come to your channel and you go to analytics, and in analytics you find the analytics that you actually want the data of. Let's say I just wanted the overview. I come to overview, I'd click see more. It's going to open up a more advanced analytics panel, and then you come up here to this download button and you can pick which stats you want to download into a spreadsheet and which ones you don't by clicking on this plus button here and then adding, say, different columns to your report. And then once you're happy with your report, you come up here and you click on this download button, it will export the data. So back to our data. As you're about to see, this data can give us some really interesting insights. So in this sheet, each one of these rows is an individual short. So what I'm going to do is come across to average view duration here, which is on average, how long did a viewer watch a particular short for? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort from Z to A, which is going to order this sheet in a way that the shorts with the highest average view duration are going to come at the top, and then the shorts with the lowest average view duration will be sorted to the bottom. And once we've done that, grab the views here. So from here, I'm going to highlight just down. This is a really basic analysis. And click down here and grab the average. What you can see is that on average, the top 26 shorts from this channel with the highest average view duration have about 3.2 million views on average. Now, if I change this and sort this to A to Z, this is going to give us the lowest average view duration short, with the lowest one having just 9 seconds. And then I do the exact same thing. I grab our top 26 videos, and the average has plummeted. The average number of views here is now about 700,000. This channel has some pretty good shorts on it, so even its worst shorts do pretty well. But 700,000 is nowhere near 3.2 million. So what this is telling us is that if you have a higher average view duration, not just see your short, but actually watch it for a long amount of time, the YouTube algorithm sees that as a positive signal that that short is a good short, and makes it more likely that short's going to be pushed out to more viewers. Now, I know this is really basic and obvious stuff, but often we're always looking for the hacks, and I think we need to start on a foundation of what are the fundamentals that really matter. And clearly seeing the data here, the average view duration is one of those, and Paddy's study also backs this up. For example, this is a graph that encompasses 33 different YouTube channels across different niches, and you can see the averages, it looks pretty similar, right? With shorts between an average view duration of 50 and 60 seconds, on average got 4.1 million views. Think about that. So in essence, if your short can maintain an average view duration of between 50 and 60 seconds, especially as it scales, chances are on average you're going to get about 4 million views. But that's a lot easier said than done. So how can you actually do that? Well, our study has some insights in this as well. So I want to come back to this channel here and show you something else very interesting. So if we sort out views, again, Z to A, which is going to give us the top viewed shorts on this channel, and we come across to the duration of this short. So this is an average view duration. This is how long each short is. Let's have a look through some of these numbers. So we've got 45 seconds, 59 seconds, 52 seconds, 54 seconds. If we keep going down this list, we'll see there's only about 3 shorts in this entire list that are in the 30 seconds or below. And even those shorts, 2 of them are like 37 seconds, so they're like close to 40 seconds anyway. However, if we come into views and we sort this the other way around, so the shorts with the lowest amount of views, I want you to have a look at this column again. Look at how these numbers have changed, right? We've got a number of shorts in the 30 seconds and below. I can just see 10 from eyeballing this, but in general, if you just look over this, you can see that on average, the shorts that perform worse tend to be shorter than the shorts that are longer. And interestingly, this is also backed up by Paddy's study as well. So you can see on this graph, the shorts that Paddy analyzed, most of them were between 30 and 40 seconds. And you can see shorts between 50 and 60 seconds performed far better than their short counterparts. Now, why is this? Well, again, with the caveat that people are actually watching your shorts, because if you just post a long short and no one watches it, then it doesn't matter. But a longer short has the opportunity to get more of the thing YouTube cares about most, which you know is high watch time for that short. If you're posting a 30-second short, chances are your most engaged viewer will probably watch watch that short all the way to the end. So you'll get about 30 seconds of watch time. Now, some really engaged viewers, if you're a little bit sneaky and loop your short, might watch your short 1.5 times, maybe even 2 or 3 times, but that's the vast minority, right? On the other hand, if you have a short that's double the length, so not 30 but 60 seconds, most of your most engaged viewers will watch that short all the way to the end. The difference is an engaged viewer watching your short all the way to the end on a longer short gives you 1 minute of watch time as opposed to just 30 seconds. So a way to think about this is that the longer short has the opportunity to get more watch time and a higher average view duration than a shorter short. Just inherently it does due to length. Now, obviously, there are outliers. You can see it in my data, for example. This short is one of the worst performing shorts on this channel, and it is 51 seconds. A reason for that could be, as you can see, the average view duration for this short isn't actually so great. But regardless, in general, if your content is really high quality, you're going to have better results if you create a longer short between 50 and 60 seconds versus a shorter short. But we're just getting started here because the study found something really interesting with a stat you might not have ever heard of called VVSA, aka viewed versus swiped away. Essentially, if you go to, say, one of your shorts through content and then come down to the analytics of it by clicking on, say, this button and then come across to the reach tab, what you'll see is this little box here. How many choose to view, which is your VVSA. Think about it, for those of you who know click-through rate for long-form videos, it's basically like your click-through rate but for shorts, because on shorts, most people don't really click on them, they find them in the shorts feed. So one of the big catalysts for shorts is not how many clicks it can get, but rather whether or not people will actually watch it versus swipe away from it. So essentially what this measures is the percentage of people who actually watched your short when they came across it in the feed versus the people who kind of just landed on it and then swiped away from it because they weren't that interested. So this is a decent metric to look at if you want to gauge the quality of your shorts hooks, whether or not you're able to actually really grab someone's attention in the first couple of seconds. Because if you can't do that, they're not going to watch the remainder of the short and they're going to swipe away, and that's obviously bad. But let's get some real numbers on this. So now if we come back to our data and we have a look at this column here, which is a viewed versus swiped away, we just get a quick gauge of it. You can see that on average for these lower performing shorts, the viewed versus swiped away is about 70%. So on average, 70% of people watch the short rather than swiping away from it. And that's decent, which explains why even the lowest performing shorts on this channel still manage to get a large amount of impressions and views. However, if we change this, and again we sort by the highest performing shorts, what we can see is the viewed versus swiped away stat changes a little bit. So now we can say it's gone up 10%, and on average it's 80%. And that might not seem like a big change, but when you're competing against so many shorts and you're trying to be the pinnacle, you're trying to be the best in your niche so you get served first, a 10% difference can be a big difference. And the study found some interesting insights on this. If we have a look at this graph, this is kind of laying out all the different videos and shorts that this study analyzed based on VVSA. What you can see down here in this corner, if we move across this line, you can see that if you have a VVSA less than 40, like chances are your short is not going to get more than 10,000 views. On the other hand, if you're having a VVSA between 70% and 90%, your shorts could be getting hundreds of thousands of views, as you can see in this kind of green section here. Now, does just having a high VVSA guarantee that your short is going to get hundreds of thousands of views? Not necessarily. For example, if we come to the channel you're watching right now, which I'm going to out myself here, but and we come down to one of the few shorts that I've posted, click on it, we come across to reach, you can see this short has almost 90% VVSA, and yet this short only has 10,000 views. So it's not a guarantee that you're going to get hundreds of thousands of views, but based on the data we can see, I would still think it's useful to look at this stat and kind of treat it as a you must check this box in order to have the chance to go viral. In other words, you can see if you're getting less than 40% VVSA, like the chances of you really blowing up are pretty much nil. However, if you're getting more than that, that doesn't guarantee you're going to blow up, but at least the door is open and there's a potential, assuming you do some of the things we talked about later in this video and also the things we talked about earlier. But with all this being said, obviously we can see that the competition for shorts is getting tougher and tougher. It's no longer the Wild West. So are shorts even worth doing? Well, if we have a look at more data from Patty's study, what we can see here is the number of subs gained per 10,000 views for YouTube Shorts versus long form videos. And what you can see is really interesting is that overall, across all of the channels that Patty studied, on average, long form videos actually got more subscribers per view than shorts. So per 10,000 views, long form videos got 22 subscribers. If a short got 10,000 views, it was only going to get about 17 subscribers. However, something that might be important to note here is that on average, it's probably going to take you a lot more time to create a long form video than a short. short. So that's kind of something that you'll want to take into account. Looking at these numbers, figure out how long it takes you to create a YouTube short on average, how long it takes you to create a long form video on average, and use your own common sense, assuming you want to do shorts that is, as to like whether or not it's actually worthwhile you doing that, assuming your goal is to get subscribers. And what about making money? We've all seen those videos about how to make $10,000 a day with YouTube shorts, and you actually go and post a YouTube short. For those of you who are monetized, you'll probably have found that your YouTube shorts generate more like 10 cents per day. But recently, shorts were properly monetized by YouTube, and what we can see here in Patty's graphs are the before and after. So before shorts were properly monetized, they were earning on average per 1,000 views about 0.27 cents. Now, however, after monetization, they're earning at 0.061 cents, which is more than double the amount they were earning previously. Now, it's still nowhere near that of a long form video, which is pretty easy for a long form video to be, you know, between $1 to $2 per 1,000 views. In some niches, it can be way higher than that. But what we can see is that shorts are making more money than they once were. Chances are, hopefully, this number is going to continue to go up. Again, look at these numbers, how much YouTube shorts make on average per 1,000 views. Then look at on average how much long form videos make per 1,000 views, which again is different in every niche, but could, like as a baseline, you could look at, you know, between $1 to $2 per 1,000 views. And again, figure out how much time it takes you to create shorts and how many views your shorts get versus how much time it takes you to create long form videos and how many views they get, and then work out for yourself which ones are giving you the best ROI, the return on your time invested. And you can see here, Patty also expects that shorts will start making more money in the next few months, but I highly doubt they will ever challenge long form videos. But still, again, just work out your numbers. So I hope this information was helpful for you. Again, Patty and his team are legends here for putting together this study, so big thanks to him. But if you want to learn more nitty-gritty specific techniques and hacks
I got a
that you can
10.2
use to
mil.
create better shorts that will increase your attention, increase your VVSA, and a whole lot more, check out the video on screen where I share 28 YouTube shorts hacks that can feel a bit illegal to know.
I don't ask if it'll go viral. I can figure out how to make it viral.
That is an absurd thing to say.
Yeah.
That's Jenny Hoyos, an 18-year-old YouTuber who is absolutely crushing shorts. She's done over 600 million views in the past year alone, averaging 10 million views per video. How does she do it?
I have analyzed thousands of shorts. I've analyzed all of Mr. Beast's shorts, all of Ryan Trahan's shorts, and what I found was...
In this episode, you'll learn how to make anything go viral.
I think you can make a video about anything. It's just adding
how to create the perfect short.
Every second counts on a short. Like every single second. Whatever you say you're gonna do, you end it right after you do it.
The differences in short form content platforms.
Short form content is not the same across platforms. I noticed that YouTube likes...
And a hot take you might not be expecting.
Retention doesn't matter as much as people think it does.
Lucky block.
You said this kind of aside. You said, well, I can make anything go viral. Like if the idea is good, I can make it go viral, which is an absurd thing to say. And I want to hear what that means to you. How do you make anything go viral?
It's just adding story and a twist, especially with shorts, since like no one's actually having to click on your video. I think you can make a video about anything. You can make video about paint drying, and you can make it entertaining if there's a story around it and if the viewer is invested.
What are your favorite ways to get people invested? How do you make a story that people care about?
I think my content is very personality based, I'd say. So for me, making it personal makes them invested. I'll give you an example. I actually did this in a long form. In the video, I cooked for strangers to make money. Okay, very baseline. Why should they care? Well, my kitchen is broken and I want to raise money for it by cooking and making money. You know, it's ironic. Like my kitchen's broken, so in order to fix it, I have to cook to make money. So I think that's what makes people invested, having like some sort of personal why or goal. And irony too is pretty funny.
I like that. Irony, juxtaposition. Jenny's the hero of the story.
Exactly.
What makes a good short?
When I think of good, it's very subjective. So there's no direct definition as to what makes a good short because everyone has different tastes. But I can say what makes a good short to me.
Okay, let's hear that.
To me, a good short is one that has a strong hook. The way I like to explain it is if it could be used as a title and thumbnail on a long form, and like it will still get clicks, then it'll work for a short. You know, so the hook needs to be very visual. You need to understand it without even listening to it, and it needs to be so simple, like so simply said, like you said, explained to a 5-year-old. So I think That's one of the key things. And then also just a story that just, pushes you through. And not only do you watch to the end, but you rewatch it again. So that's what makes a good short to me.
Let's say that you are planning or want to create a new video. How do you start thinking about hooks, or how do you generate hooks?
It's very funny because I like to see shorts even though I don't do that many long forms, I like to see shorts as if I'm making like a long form. So like I will sketch like almost as if it's title and thumbnails. So like I have my iPad and I draw like what would I visually want it to look like? What are different ways if I was to put it together, what would that look like? So when I'm making a hook, I just like keep drawing and sketching, or like even just imagining until something just clicks. So the first thing is the visual. Easily, the first thing is the visual, and then I figure out how I'm gonna accompany that visual, and what I'm saying, I try to make it as concise as possible, and then I'll put it in a readability checker, and then make sure that it's actually like understandable to at least like 5th grade or under.
What's the readability checker that you use?
I don't know. I don't pay for it. It's readabilityformulas.com is the one I use.
And you want to be 5th grade or under?
5th grade or under, yeah.
Have you played around with things that are older, quote unquote, than that, and seen that that's the level that it should be at, or how?
you go. To like and up to What's good, guys? In today's video, we're gonna be looking at Reet's gameplay in the NVIDIA GeForce Cup. So let's see it. Alright, we got it's loading right now. So let's alright, we can speed this part up. This is the one setting that's making your FPS lower. First of all, you're going to want to go over to your menu. You're going to want to go here. This is one setting that's making your Fortnite gameplay slower. First, you're going to want to go over to your profile. You're going to go to settings. You're going to scroll down to report performance stats. You're going to disable that. Then you're going to go to the game and you're going to turn off record replays. Apply that. Go back. And your FPS should be up. Thanks for watching. This is one setting that's making your Fortnite gameplay slower. First, you're going to want to go over to your profile. You're going to go to settings. You're going to scroll down to report performance stats. You're going to disable that. Then you're going to go to the Wesley, could you be really quiet for like 20 seconds again? Never mind. Okay. This is the one setting.
Bro, Everett, that's actually so crazy.
Could you be quiet for like 20 seconds again? What'd you say? Then yeah. Alright. Mm-hmm.
I got this.
Oh, nice. Alright. 3, 2, 1. This is the one Fortnite setting that's making your game slower. First, you're going to want to go over to your profile. You're going to go to settings. You're going to scroll down all the way to advanced, and you're going to turn off report performance stats. Second setting you're going to want to do is go over to the fourth one called game. You're going to scroll down to replays, and you're going to turn off replays. You're going to apply, back. Now your game should be much faster. Thanks for watching. See. Yep.
Wait, what was that? I want to do that.
This is the one Fortnite setting that's making your game slower. First, you're going to want to go over to your profile. You're going to go to settings. You're going to scroll down all the way to advanced, and you're going to turn off report performance stats. Second setting you're going to want to do is go over to the fourth one called game. You're going to scroll down to replays, and you're going to turn off replays. You're going to apply.
Shoot, wait, I sold. I have to do
Now your game should be much
recording
faster.
again.
What's the here? Let me see it first. I did replays, but what's the other one?
Turn off replays and then go to the first one, scroll all the way down to advanced graphics, and it's already disabled. I probably already told you that. It's just report performance. It's already off.
Some people say this
Alright, I gotta record it one more time.
How do you sell?
I did it wrong. Hold up, I gotta turn the gain up a bit. Alright. These are the settings that are making your Fortnite much slower. To fix them, you're going to first want to go over to your profile, click on settings. You're going to go to video, you're going to scroll all the way down to advanced graphics. You're going to see report performance stats, you're going to make this disabled. Then you're going to go to your game, you're going to scroll down to replays, and you're going to turn off replays. Once you apply that and go back, your game should be much faster. Thank you for watching. Alright, let's see. These are the settings that are making your Fortnite much slower. To fix them, you're going to first want to go over to your profile, click on settings.
Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb.
Alright.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. These are the Fortnite settings that are making your game much slower. To fix them, you're first going to want to go over to your profile and click on settings. You're going to head down to video and to advanced graphics. Then you're going to disable report performance stats. You're going to go next. You're going to go over to game. What the heck? So dumb. Alright. These are the two Fortnite settings that are making your game much slower. First, to fix them, you're going to want to go over to your profile and click settings. Once you're there, you're going to go over to video, scroll down to advanced graphics, and disable the setting that says report performance stats. Next, you're going to want to head over to game. You're going to scroll down to replays. You're going to turn off replays. Once you apply this, you're going to click back, and your game should be much faster. Peace. These are the two Fortnite settings that are making your game much slower. First, to fix them, you're going to want to go over to your profile and click settings. Once you're there, you're going to go over to video, scroll down to advanced graphics, and disable the setting that says report performance stats. Next, you're going to want to head over to game. You're going to scroll down to replays. You're going to turn off replays. Once you apply
Wait, I just got 10 times server luck. I'm about to get stuff good.
These are the 2 Fortnite settings that are making your game much slower. First, to fix
We're back and I got a strawberry banana smoothie again.
from where?
Costco.
Oh.
I'm gonna give it to you for next time. If you want.
Fix them. You're going to want to go over. You're going to scroll down to replays. You're going to turn off replays. Once you apply this, you're going to click back. And your game should be much faster. Peace. Apply this, you're going to click back. Your game should be much faster. These are the 2. The 2. Right. I think we're going to end the stream.